going on YouTube? It's Russell of AmbeRussell. Make sure you guys subscribe to the show at the top. Thumbs up to the video. Leave a comment at the bottom. Watch previous videos and stay tuned what we have in the future. So, updating news on this fight between Ray J and Fabulous. It started with Twitter beef, and it was, started off with jokes, and they were going back and forth. And then 50 Cent was instigating it, and then stuff blew up, and they said Ray J and Fabulous confronted each other, and Fabulous fucked Ray J up, and Ray J called a radio station in New York with Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club up, and was saying that nothing happened, but there's beef between them, and he was bragging about all types of stuff, and he was just going crazy, cursing and all types of stuff on this radio show. And I really have not too much to say about this, but I thought the boxing match was between Mayweather and the other guy, not these two, so I understand why the beef is between them, and Ray J just seems as though like he's upset about losing the fight. Maybe they say Fabulous knocked him out cold, and Ray J got upset about it. Was going crazy when he got conscious, and he was going spazzing out on everybody. So I hope we get to learn more about what's going on between the two and the developing stories that are coming up in the near future. Maybe he had something to say about his instigation with the fight, because they were saying that he's like, ooh, you gonna let him say that about you? Like, just mad high school, schoolyard type shit with the whole Twitter thing. And maybe Fabulous will have something to say about it. We never know. But Reggie was just saying, like, he has goons, his boys that were trying to fight him, and he was like, nah, just all types of stuff. Next up, Jennifer Lopez released a new video for Papi. I've been seeing the clip for this commercial that's for that car that I'll never think Jennifer Lopez will ever drive in her life. All the time yesterday. I've seen it all the time the past couple of weeks, or a week or two or so when the commercial first was released. And the video finally came out after I saw the commercial like 20 times yesterday. So it's a really nice concept. You guys could check it out. And what I did enjoy about the video was that it was average guys that were fighting for Jennifer Lopez's love, not handsome, six-pack, diesel, handsome people. It was average Joes that were, in the music video. There's average Joes that were doing the choreography. They were just average guys, the basic guys you will find in the city, all in the music video, where normally they're usually like bunch of hot backup dancers, sexy ladies, and handsome guys, dancing around. But this time around, I'm glad she chose to pick a bunch of basic guys. And basic storyline, she's waiting for her true love, a gypsy or voodoo lady or whatever you want to call her. Gives her a cookie, tells her to take a small bite. She takes too much of a bite, and that's when every single guy wants to be in love with Jennifer Lopez. They chase her, there's car crashing, the video is funny. I had a smile on my face throughout the whole video. It made me chuckle a couple of times, and just a nice video. And at the end, her true love does finally come and takes her rescue, and all the guys decide that they're not going to fall in love with her anymore. And I also enjoyed the dance break in this video. Something that we haven't seen from her in the past couple of videos that she has released from this new album, Love, ? The choreography was really good for her, and I was kind of worried maybe she doesn't know how to do choreography anymore because she's getting up there in age, but she really proved me wrong and showed that she does know how to still have the two-step in her back pocket. And it's funny to see that she still has all of these guys backup dancers. Normally she always has male backup dancers. One of her only videos to have a bunch of female backup dancers is Get Right, the video with her, and when she's playing like 13 different characters and had a little dance break, and also probably Do It Well. Maybe those are only two videos, but I mean like I'm Real, the original version, and Love Don't Cost a Thing video. They both have male backup dancers. There's no females. It's her with a bunch of guys. That's what she normally tends to do. But it's nice to see that that's something that's a concept that she enjoys to keep doing, and to show that she could have that athletic ability to dance with men. Rihanna has a new album coming out. I think it's kind of too soon between the Loud and this new album era to be colliding with one another, especially when she just released a new single from off of Loud a couple of weeks ago. That just goes to show that she's really just trying to get that next #1, get another top 10 hit, get another big chart topper While I think she should be focusing more on this new era. If you're finished with this, be finished and done with it. Don't keep releasing music off of it and then have something in your back pocket coming out in 3 months from now, you know? Kind of too overlappy type feeling. Especially for people who are not huge Rihanna fans, they're going to listen to this new song, which is supposed to come out like October 11th, and they're going to think, oh, this is from off of the Loud album, or Loud release. And I just think that it just goes to show that she's really either A, she's trying to get as much stuff out while she's still hot, or B, she's really trying to get off this contract because she's on this 6th album contract and she's on her 6th album. So maybe she wants to go with Rock Nation. Maybe she wants to have a bidding war between her because she is the it girl right now. As far as being black female singers, she's the shit right now. And so, though she's not the best dancer or singer or whatever, everyone loves Rihanna. And so, I just feel as though maybe she should have, instead of having a bunch of writers make her music, maybe she should take a time to actually evolve her music. Instead of doing what's hot and what's trendy and what's the it thing, maybe she should take some time off and, put herself into the music instead of having the music be something that someone else wrote and she just being a good, she has a good ear for a hit song, but she doesn't really take the time to actually create the hit song. All she really does is, go out and sing it. There's no problem with that, but when it comes to the point where you're releasing album after album after album, it seems as though you're not even trying to take some creative abilities from your album and learning from your mistakes and just trying to put yourself into your music. Rather, you're just trying to make another hit, which just seems as though she's just making herself to be a factory type singer, just releasing, and milking the cow out until it's going to dry and there's another it girl coming on to make the scene. If Rihanna is such a huge star, which she is, she should be able to take a good, at least 6 months in between each album. Finish the tour at least. I mean, last time she also was still on tour performing Only Girl in the World and What's My Name on her last tour. Now here she goes again. She's still on tour and she's having new music be released. I don't understand what the idea or the theory behind doing this. I mean, there's going to be conflict in between music being released for her because, she's not going to have time to promote. And I understand that back in the day, artists used to release albums back to back. Also, people used to not write any music at all, but times are different now. It's not Motown's generation anymore. So I really wish that she could actually take some ability to put out there and make her music her own instead of being, a random person writing a song that could have been for anybody and her just saying, I want that song and I want that song. And having people write for her and they're just writing any type of song and it may go #1, but there's no Rihanna feel to it besides her singing it. It could have been anyone singing that song. Whereas if you listen to a Mary J. Blige song, it's Mary. You know what makes it Mary J. You know when this time was, the emotions. She's just making party songs, and that's good and dandy, but there's more to life than just partying all the time. People want to, listen to songs when they're upset. People won't have songs when they're going to a barbecue. People want songs when they drive in the car and the sun rooftop down. People want songs that make them want to have sex. People want to have songs to remind them of their childhood. People want songs, different songs and not just this party stuff all the time. So I wish she could, give us Rihanna, show us who Rihanna is versus people showing us what they want Rihanna to be. But maybe she just wants to get off this contract and wants to go with Rock Nation or just want a higher contract deal with them. But one thing I must say is that I was reading a comment of Rihanna saying, she doesn't want to get sued because her contract says she has to release a certain amount of albums, a certain amount of years. Hold up, you'll never hear about an artist having to release a certain amount of albums in a certain amount of years. It will be either you have 6 albums to complete with your contract with us, or you have 4 years contract with us, which is something that they rarely do anymore. It usually is how many albums you get. And at the end of the contract, they might want to renew it, or you might want to go somewhere else. But Rihanna, you are becoming overexposing yourself and just milking yourself too much, too fast. Just give yourself some more time between each different effort. And people are comparing her to Mariah Carey because Mariah Carey back in the day used to release the album, they say, year after year after year. And you really can't compare the eras in music because today's music industry is totally different than it was 20 years ago. Basically because the music still lives on long after the radio stops playing the hits. You still have the internet where you can listen to someone's whole album before it even is released. You have stuff. So to compare someone like Mariah Carey, she had album in 1990, she had album 91, she had album 92, which was an Unplugged album. She had album 93. I mean, the Unplugged album was just basically her saying, hey, here's me singing live, go out and get it. It wasn't like it was new material. It was like it was being, saying come out and buy me. It wasn't like being promoted like that, like a actual album. Then she had a Christmas album, which obviously only going to last up until like about December. And then after that, she's like peace deuces and walks off and records a new album, which came out in 95. So you can't compare Rihanna having, Music of the Sun, then having A Girl Like Me, then Girl Bad that lasted for 2 years, which is the only time she ever really had a break. And then she has 3 albums after that. I mean, come on, Rihanna. It's 6 albums really fast for you. And maybe you should take a break, slow down, and you don't want this to be your make it or break it album and having people, say they're getting sick of Rihanna because you've been everywhere and doing too much too fast, sort of, and you don't want to lose your flame because you're doing so much so fast. But the best luck to her. Maybe she's showing people you don't take breaks, you just keep doing what you're doing. But if you're really that great of an artist, your fans and your stands and the average music lover is going to be able to like you regardless. And but I must say, maybe she should take a break and develop herself more as a better performer, perfect her live performances and local talents. And I was watching Lone Six in Park and I was wondering how come Cassie isn't, up there with Rihanna, because they're virtually the same artist, There's no difference between Cassie and Rihanna versus just one's black and from the Caribbean and one's Spanish from, Connecticut. I mean, other than that, and what record label they were signed to, which is Cassie's Downfall. I mean, they both had a song that went to number 3, and they both had a second song that didn't do too great, but because Cassie signed to a selfish, narcissistic asshole, she wasn't going to be able to make it to the top like what happened with Rihanna. But Ice-T, he has some complaints about rap music today, and he was saying if 20 years ago rap music would never been like this. You have people who are fake like Rick Ross and talking about Lil Wayne. And one thing I gotta say about this, he does have a point with how rap music is. He doesn't like how people are making music with the pop stars, but music once again has changed from then and now. Rap music has sort of become part of pop culture, and it is pop music virtually. Though it is rap, it is still popular music. It's getting played on those popular stations. I mean, now obviously not all rap music is getting played on it, but the commercial music is getting played on it, and you can't fault someone for knocking their hustle for trying to be commercial artists. But there's a difference between someone like Jay-Z, who is, though he may not be in his prime anymore, but he's not doing the music because he wants to get money off of it, or he's doing it because he wants to have a #1 single and a #1 album. He's doing it because he has something to say, and he's still staying true to himself, and he's not making that bubblegum pop or converting himself to try to get that #1 single. Whereas someone like Lil Wayne, he's trying so hard to be that #1 top rapper. And to me, being a top rapper is about having the top talent, not about the top #1s or whatever. And a lot of people are saying Lil Wayne has a lot of white fans, but a lot of people are saying that Jay-Z and Kanye West and Eminem also have a lot of white fans. So the difference between Eminem, Kanye West, and Jay-Z versus Lil Wayne point is that they are still making rap music. They're having fans, but they're not making songs with people like Jay Sean or whatever. Well, Kanye West is kind of different, but they're not going out their way to try to convert to being pop music. They're having the white fans convert to liking the rap music. You get it? So the white fans of Lil Wayne are because of the fact that he's pushing himself to be catering to them versus Jay-Z is catering to whoever likes hip-hop. Same with Kanye West and same with Eminem. And that's the difference between the two groups of artists. And I see has something to say about Rick Ross saying that he's a fake and saying that he's talking about this and that, and he's saying one thing and he's living another life and he never was a part of that life that he talks about, which it is true, but I don't understand how people are so in love with Rick Ross no matter how good or bad a rapper he is. What he's saying is obviously not true because we already know that's not who he was, that's not his past. And I just wish that more artists would rap about their past and rap about something that's meaningful instead of trying catering to a certain demographic and try to sell records and losing their talent just so they could get more money and making, fast, easy, baked, brown type songs and delivering us garbage. Lil Wayne's album, The Carter 4, for instance, sold 1 million copies in its first week, allegedly. I do believe maybe Berman probably had some hint of for actually buying the record himself. And people are saying that's hustling backwards, whatever. No, it's not, because it gains more public opinion versus your album. They're saying if you sold almost 1 million copies in 1 week, then there's something too good. There's a reason to buy this album. Versus if it only sold 100,000 copies in its first week. And people are saying he did it before, he could do it again. Usher did it before. Britney Spears did it before. 50 Cent did it before. I mean, the names go on and on the list of people who did it before who didn't do it again. And also his sales for the second week were, one of the highest dropping sales. They were almost 80% of a drop from the first week sales to the second week sales. Anyways, back to Ice-T, yeah. There are a lot of rappers out there who are fake, who are phony, who are not portraying who they really are. And I just wish rap music could go back to where it used to be, where people actually rapped about, meaningful stuff. They were saying the message in it. They were saying fight the power because, there was the Rodney King thing, and there was still not a lot of equality with blacks and the power or the man. And so that's what their music was about. That's what the gangster music was about, what Ice-T was talking about, because he was seeing how they were treating his people, and he had something to say about it. And that's the difference. And and now that's why they were talking about. They weren't really glamorizing the gangster life. They were talking about what they knew about, and they were talking about what was happening. Versus people are talking about, I sold drugs and blah, 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 I got this diamond ring, blah, 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 and all sorts of stuff like that. That's the difference. That's glamorizing it. This is informing what's going on in their life. This is glamorizing it when you're making it seem like the perfect picture world of rap music being, the gangster stuff. And people could Ice-T all they want. I must say, every Tuesdays on USA, I wait for SVU Marathon, and I enjoy SVU Marathon any Sunday out the year. But this is Russell, AmbeRussell. Make sure you guys subscribe to the show at the top. Thumbs up the video, leave a comment at the bottom. Some of you guys think about Rihanna's new album. Do you think she should push it back? Or do you think it's okay that the album's coming out after the new single Cheers was released? Some of you guys think about Ice-T. Do you think he has some points with his, this and rap music and how they're going pop and making songs with people like Jay Sean and Katy Perry and someone like Snoop Dogg making a song with a Nickelodeon boy band. I mean, not what you expect. And what about Jennifer Lopez' new video and Ray J getting in a fight with Fabulous, which I'm surprised Chris Humphrey didn't do that to Ray J when he got his face on that airplane. I mean, that was kind of funny though. I mean, how's Chris Humphrey going to act like he don't know who Ray J is? He know he saw that sex tape, and he know if it wasn't for Ray J, Kim Kardashian would not be where she is today. It's funny, he can make Kim Kardashian famous, but he can't make himself be no more than just Brandy's little brother. And anything else I talked about, comment on that. Thanks for watching. This is Russell, AmbeRussell. Peace.